Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LA with the Extra X. I don't have a tablet out right now, so you're going to have to excuse me for not calling up these planes for a bit. It's kind of drizzly right now. It's a little chilly and drizzly is not what I was expecting. We do have a Hawaiian 321, which I'm assuming is heading to Hawaii. I don't know if it's heading to... I would bet it's probably heading to Maui, though. Oh, it's heading off to Lihue. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a LA 321 flight to Honolulu. So we started a couple minutes early today because we have a couple of very big, very cool planes coming in the next under 5 minutes. We got the Qantas A380, which has just turned off the downwind and is heading this direction. It's kind of hard to see. There's a car in my way, so it's kind of hard to see back that direction, so I'm kind of trying to peek here and there. The last time I looked, it was should be the next one in. And then after that, we'll have the Korean 747, which is something I'm looking forward to seeing because that's one we used to have in Honolulu daily, and they took it away from us. I don't see it yet behind us. It's very dark behind us. Alright, does that help the echo? Let me know, echo, echo, 1, 2, 3. Let me know if that helps the echo. Alright, so as you may have guessed by the title at the bottom of the screen, and the probably familiar location to most of you, is we are not in Honolulu today. Go around from the United there. We are in a very cold and wet Los Angeles, California, at LAX, LA with the extra X. Good morning, Jen, Christine, Plain Crazy Mikey, Brandon, good to see you all here. We got a couple of mods in the house already. Jane, Josh, Rainbow Love. Hello, Keith. Glad to have you all here. I don't know how long we're going to go this morning because with the weather and I'm having an unexpected battery drain for some reason. One of my batteries, the percentage on it looks like a stopwatch. It's going down very quickly. So the flight last night was pretty good. I got, according to Google, my watch, I got 2.5 hours of sleep, but I don't see how that's possible. We got here relatively on time, and after we fought through the attempted upsell at the rental car place, we got some donuts. I'm going to adjust this tripod a little, see if I can get a little more under the back of the truck. Hold on one second. It's not an earthquake. That's a little better. That's one I've never seen in person before. Sorry, I'm just a little discombobulated this morning. Probably because I'm sleep deprived and wet. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out how to put it on the screen here with this new encoder, but I can't do it right this second. But thank you very much, Keith Cornell. It's coming with a 10-pound super chat. Thank you very much. Or super sticker. So thank you very much. That's very generous of you. Thanks for all your support throughout the last year or so. Brandon, I don't think it's till 4. Got a long way to go. It's in the low 60s, high 50s right now. So it's a little chilly with the rain. It's just really kind of an annoying drizzle. It's not even rain. I also like to thank our good friend Ben Rosenberg, celebrating his 1 month anniversary at the 321 level. Says thanks for streaming. Well, thank you for being here. I think I missed a super chat from you on Thursday just as we were wrapping up, so thank you very much for that. And for being a channel member. You can barely see the end of the runway down there. Hello, Ms. Wolves. Good to see you this morning. Or I guess evening where you are. So let's do a wide shot. You can see this. Oh, it's just gross over here. Look at this. So we should have the Korean A380 coming in. Oh, Plain Crazy Mikey let us know. Thank you. So I was watching one of the other LA streamers, well, one of the LA streamers, just yesterday or the day before, and they said 99% of the time it's sunny in LAX. I picked the 1% to get here. That's just my luck. Oh, is it the A channel? I need to figure out a way to. Figure out a way. I need to figure out a way to get these super chats on the screen. Alright, so I apologize again for not being able to get these on the screen. The encoder is not cooperating this morning. I would actually have to stop the stream to get it to restart the chat function, so I can't do that right now. But I'd like to thank Christine Barnes for 13 months at the 717 level. 13 months of fun, mostly. Well, yeah, mostly. That's all. That's the best we can ask for, right? Mostly fun. Thank you. And she's also contributed £2 for donut money. That will definitely get used for donuts. So thank you very much, Christine. And then our good friend and longtime channel member, Ken C, In-N-Out Burger Fund. We'll definitely be doing In-N-Out Burger. I don't know if we'll do it today or tomorrow, but it's on the list. Usually we don't go to the one over here. Usually we go to the one just down Sepulveda the other way. It's a little less crazy to park. But thank you very much, Ken C, for that $20. And we have a huge donation from Robert Brunn, $50. Thank you very much, Robert. Says welcome to LAX. It's good to be here. Thank you very much. I do like that you can see the runway lights really clear. That's pretty cool. And our really good friend and longtime moderator, Brad Ward, is celebrating 19 months. Holy cow. I'm going to have to create a 2-year badge very soon. The one I have is boring, it's just white. So I have to come up with a little more exciting than that. Says, yes, I'm enjoying the cold air. This is reverse ops, is freezing her butt off. So thank you all very much, and I do apologize again for not being able to get your names on the screen. I'll see if I can fix that here in a second while we got a lull. Wow, you guys just keep on giving. Thank you very much. Plain Crazy Mikey, more In-N-Out funding, Proud Bird, or donuts, or all three. I'll definitely be hitting all three at one time this weekend. Thank you very much. Oh, more people adding to the donut fund. Thank you, Ben. Ben Rosenberg's coming with a $5 super chat for more donuts. Our good friend Adrian Anderson is coming with more donuts. We having so many donuts this trip. Because that probably goes without saying. Thank you very much for the £2 super chat. Thank you. And Kath is coming in with the Danish Pastry Fund. So definitely, that'll be funding Mrs. Reverse Ops Danishes. She loves her Danishes. So thank you very much, Kath. Thank you to everyone. It's very generous of you. Okay, I might have figured out why the graphics aren't working. Let's try this. Ah, I think I figured it out. We're going to go through all these again. I hope you guys don't mind. Thank you, Keith, Ben, Christine again, thank you very much. Ken C, thank you. Robert, thank you very much. Very generous. Thanks, Brad, for 19 months. Plain Crazy Mikey, thank you. Ben again, thank you. Adrian, thank you very much. And Cav, thank you very much. Sorry it was a little late getting your names on the screen, but computers can be very finicky sometimes. I put in, it's a web-based thing that you put the graphics on. I actually put .com in the name instead of .tv, so it was entirely user error. American cutting in the way there. This American's heading off to Lehue. Delta coming in over our right shoulder. Yeah, Mike D, it's 4 runways. The 2 we're looking at here on the north side, and then we have 2 on the south side that we can't see from right here. So, 1 goes out, 1 comes in on each side. At nighttime, they switch it around a little bit, so they're going out because it's the normal wind pattern over the ocean. So the wind is coming off the ocean. But at night, to alleviate some noise over the neighborhoods, they actually bring in, they'll go out on the, I believe it's out on the north side and then in on the south side. So they'll be going out and in, coming at each other. Oh, thank you very much, Mike. Wait. Oh, yeah, Mikey.
Brandon, as bad as it still sounds, it's actually an improvement over the other day. This Delta here is heading off to San Diego. Nice long flight to Calgary. Is that about 25 minutes down the coast? Delta coming in from Reno. Usually see too many Reno flights in LA, in Honolulu. Yeah, so I'm having to use a single microphone off the camera. I tried using the lavalier mic and the mic on the camera at the same time earlier in the show. I was getting an echo, and I didn't have I don't have a set of headphones to try to get it fixed. So we're just gonna go with a single microphone now. Maybe for the next show, we'll see if we can get that fixed. Move the camera a little farther over the right side. The wind is blowing the rain. That's good. Hello, Kirsten. Good to see you. The next two American planes are going to San Francisco and Vancouver, respectively. They're both E-175s, which is something we usually don't get. We don't get ever in Hawaii. Well, okay, occasionally one will come through on a delivery flight. Tripod, and I threw it out of balance. So hold on a second. Yeah, I kind of like them. I wouldn't mind seeing more of them in Hawaii. I understand they would have to only do inter-island flights, but I kind of like them. I think they look neat. I like the winglets, or the sharklets, or whatever they're called on that brand. Aspen. I don't know how many pairs of skis are loaded up on that thing. I know nothing about skiing. Is it still ski season in Aspen? I'm assuming it is. Oh, good morning, Sydney. Overall, it wasn't a bad flight. It was very smooth. No crying kids till right at the very end. I could have slept a little more, but other than that, it was pretty good. So just a reminder, this won't be our only LA show. We're going to do at least 2 more. We'll do another one later today. As soon as I check in, after we check into the hotel and get settled and things, we'll do another show. I'm not exactly sure of the time, but I would imagine it'd be around 5:30 or 6 tonight. Do a little night chicken action. Mike D, no, I didn't take any video taken off. It was too dark. The plane, we left at 9:45, and I was on the right side of the plane, so it was just really dark. We did leave 8 left though, which was kind of, I like leaving 8 left. So Brandon, we're probably gonna do a morning show to catch some of the early freighters coming in on the north side, the south side. So whatever time I wake up, probably in the 6:30 to 7 o'clock hour. We'll go for a few hours, then we'll take a break, and we're gonna do another one of the if you guys remember the shows we did in Waikiki and in London, we're going to do something similar like that either Sunday afternoon or Monday afternoon. No, Kelvin, we're not at the H Hotel this time. We've done the H Hotel a bunch, so we decided to go somewhere else this time. So, are you going to be able to make it up, Brandon, are you going to be able to make it up to LA this weekend? Or, I know you talked about maybe coming over tomorrow. So, let me know what time you can make it. We'll see if we can make it happen. I probably won't do Clutter's Park this time because I know Kevin's got a show there tomorrow. That's his big Sunday show, so I don't want to go. I don't want to go crowd on him and stand right on his shoulder while he does a show. So we'll do the show somewhere else in the morning to catch the arrivals of some of the cargo. We might be at Clutter's Park on Monday, though. Yeah, CB, it is just a constant, like, annoying drizzle. Yeah, I like the H Hotel, but the only problem with the H Hotel is it's really hard to sit in your room and watch the planes. You kind of have to go to the deck, which the deck is awesome, but you kind of have to go to the windows are too narrow at the H to sit in your room. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was promised sunny weather by one of the streamers here in LA, and it did not deliver. Yeah, Brad, they need to hire a couple of window washers. If you're gonna sell an airplane view room, you gotta have the windows cleaned once in a while. The DoubleTree over there, Sydney, is really nice. You can walk to Clutter's Park from there. It's just down the road. I mean, maybe it's a 3/4 of a mile, maybe. Hello, Martin. Good to see you. Yeah, we're having unusual weather here today. That's a nice one. You can get some rooms there with a view of the runway. We stayed there once and got real lucky. The airport was in reverse ops that day, so the planes were rotating right in front of the window. It was nice. Yeah, in my opinion, I haven't stayed at a lot of places like the Renaissance that Mikey's talking about, or I haven't stayed at the one at JFK either, the TWA. But of all the ones I've stayed at, the best so far is the Garden Inn, Terminal 2-3 at Heathrow. That is my favorite airplane hotel. That is awesome. Our room was directly over an A380 when I woke up in the morning. It was awesome. It was great. You can literally watch stuff from your room, and the deck on the roof, 360-degree view of all of Heathrow. It was great. Speaking of JFK, this Delta here is heading off to JFK. Another hotel that has an interesting view of airplanes is right here in LAX. It's the Intercontinental in downtown. Last time Mrs. Reverse Ops and I were here, we stayed there for a couple nights. And the hotel is from the lobby, the check-in lobby's at the 70th floor. So you take an elevator to the 70th floor to check in, and then you go down to your room. Our room was on the 65th floor, I think. And you can watch the whole downwind of the north runway is right in front of your window. You just watch the planes come off the ocean and make the turn and come into LAX. It was pretty cool. And then you get to watch the police helicopters go by your window. I don't know what I'm being accused of in the chat, but I didn't do it, I swear. Well, it's this rain is not stopping, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. I'll probably go another 45 minutes. But it's starting to get really damp out here, and I don't want to break my equipment on the first show of the week. Alright, that's Southwest that's leaving there in the background. It's heading off to Tucson. We'll have 3 Deltas in a row after that. This one that just turned on the runway here. It's heading off to Nashville. I don't know where they get B and A from. Well, I'll have to look that up later. And then San Jose del Cabo. All these new, and then Tampa. All these new airport codes I'm gonna have to learn. You get stuck in the Hawaii state of mind. You only have to know so many airport codes. Oh, I would fail, Brendan. I would fail miserably. Yeah, even out in Hawaii, that sometimes they'll throw me a weird one on a delivery flight or a private plane or something. Yeah, Keith needs 24-hour live streams over his backyard. The San Jose del Cabo flight is swapping places. I think the Americans are going to cut in front of both of them. The Americans heading off to Chicago to get a dog with a pickle on it. That's special Hawaii lung butter. You can't get that here. Oh, something's beeping. Thank you, everybody, for all the likes. I appreciate it. Isn't that the song? I like LA. I love LA. I like LA. Oh, Mike D, that's cool. I don't know what the 10th of July is, but hopefully maybe we can catch that flight. have here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hawaiian Flight 3. This is the second Dreamliner that was delivered to Hawaii. It's heading off to Honolulu. I heard they're pulling the Dreamliner from this flight soon, so I'll see it much longer. Thanks very much, Dad. It's good to be here. Ah, hello, Ron. You can barely see it down there. I can't even see it with my naked eye. I'm just following the lights blinking. I should have a 777 on final. See it yet. Still over Inglewood. Deck is empty today. I don't see a single person up there. I'm not spying. I already know what he has. I don't need to spy. Thanks a lot, Dad. We're going to do a couple more this weekend, at least a couple more. We might do some pop-up shows, because we got nothing really else planned. You know, a couple little things we want to do, but aloha, DW, good to see you. Mikey, I'm going to do, we might go up to Burbank on Monday. Specifically because Mrs. Reverse Ops wants to see the Tatiana's Bayou special livery, and I think it's going to Burbank on Monday. I don't know if we'll do a stream there. If we do, it'd be really short because there's not a lot going on up there. But I don't think that one's coming to LAX the next few days. But I think it's going to Burbank on Monday. Yeah, last time we were here, Brandon, what surprised me was how different it could be just a couple miles away from one place. Like, we were somewhere, and then like 5 minutes later, the price was up $2 a gallon. It was down here by the airport, it was like $4.80 or something like that. And then we went up just a few miles north of here, and it was 6 something. Yeah, we did, I've done Van Nuys before. Not as a show, but as a, I went plane spotting there. I actually met SK Aviation up there that day. A friend of mine lives right in the flight path of that. Every plane going in there goes right over his house. And I've sat in his backyard and watched planes before. Thank you very much, Sydney. Susan says, appreciate the stream this AM. Thank you. Aloha to everyone. Thank you for the $10 super chat. That's very good. Very, very generous of you. Thank you. So I think we're going to go about 15 more minutes or so. I'm starting to get a little damp and chilly. I don't want to get a flu out here or something. I'm all about the shameless self-promotion, Brandon. Oh, crap. Really?
Alright, let's try this again. I think, oh, we have audio this time. Alright. We have audio this time. Well, thank you very much again, everyone. There was only a little bit of shameless self-promotion in there, not a lot. I just want to say thank you, everyone, for being here. Thanks for all the super chats and stuff earlier. I really appreciated it. Big one. Hold on. Alright, is this a little better, a little crisper, a little clearer? Alright, thanks again, everyone. I wish it would go a little longer, but it's getting really cold and really damp, and as soon as I said let's go a little longer, the rain started a little heavier, so I don't want to damage any equipment, and most of all, I don't want to damage me. We'll be back later on this afternoon from a hopefully drier location. Just for Brandon, here's the shameless self-promotion. I promise if you order this shirt from the shop, the text will be the correct direction. It won't be backwards. We're going to do a couple more shows from LA, and then we've got Dallas later on this week. I don't know if it'll be at DFW or Love Field yet. The wind is looking like they'll be in reverse ops in Dallas, so who knows? Join us with the fun. You'll find out with me together. We'll see you later next time on the... Thanks you very much, Scott, who's headed to work now, much Mahalos, to Patrick and the mods, and all the viewers. Thanks again, Scott, for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate it. We'll see you all next time. I've got one more thing to do.
Alright, thanks again, everyone. Thanks to all the channel members. Honestly, I couldn't do this without all the channel members. Yes, California's most dangerous mod crew. There we go. Thanks, everybody. Kelvin, I think it's supposed to get better this afternoon and then worse tomorrow, so we'll find out together. I'd like to welcome Robert Blum to the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. Won't get any 717s for you here today, but we'll have plenty more when we get back to Hawaii, where you can zip between the Hawaiian Islands and have your clog drink. Welcome to the Reverse Optional Helm, Robert. Thank you. I'd like to thank my mods, Kirsten, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Sydney, Brad, Josh, O'Malley, and Jane for really keep me in stitches and keep the chat in line. Invaluable part of this channel. The world's most dangerous mod crew. Alright. Even in Phoenix, whoa. No work, Josh. Yes, there we go, Paddler Girl. Thank you. Alright, take care. Set those notification bells because we'll be coming back in just a few hours. Have a great rest of your Saturday. We'll see you tonight live at LA with the Extra X. Alright, aloha everyone. Take care. I'm going to eat some Mexican food, Brandon, right now.